weatherman said it was supposed to be less rainy the farther south you got, but that has not been the case as I've driven south. This is the San Benito River Valley. There's a blue sky on the right there. Hopefully that's what we're going to be hiking in today, or this will be a Type 2 hike, Type 2 fun hike. Well, I just drove up to the old Pinnacles parking area there, and gonna head up to Harris Benchmark, which is up near the north border of the park. Take this trail to the North Wilderness Trail and some bushwhacking. Chalone Creek right there. Definitely water. Hopefully it's not too high. I think there's a couple crossings, but we shall see. It will be an adventure either way. When I did this peak a couple years ago, I started on the other side of the park, and I did it, but it does involve climbing up, and then you lose a couple hundred feet or maybe even 1,000 feet to get down to the bed of Chalone Creek here. So I'm trying it from this side today. It's a mile longer each way, but there are no extra climbs, you know, it's just a slow, steady uphill till I get to the place where I'm going to go up the ridge, and then steeply up, and then just bump along the ridge. So we'll see if it's any better. At the very least, it's not 1,000,000 degrees, because it's April and not August, so I got that going for me. 0.7 to the North Wilderness Trail. North Wilderness Trail. Looks like our first stream crossing will be down here. Hopefully it's not too bad. This will be fine. I just gotta put the phone away. The North Wilderness Trail, at least this part, is very overgrown, not easy to follow in a lot of places. Makes the hike more interesting, I guess. Tricky stream crossing number 1. That was not pretty, but my feet got across without a major soak-in, so that's a win. Does not bode well for the rest of the hike, though. There are some trail markers here. And another stream crossing, of course. The rocks are not fixed in that stream crossing there. There are a lot more crossings of Chalone Creek than I was expecting. This is turning into more of an adventure than I anticipated. If you end up coming when there's water in the creek, check out the map and stuff, there's a bunch of pointless crossings you can avoid. Little red flowers on the trail. This crossing is really there to test your balance. It's kind of deep on either side of that log, but I made it across. Now, onward. I feel like it's getting cloudier and darker, so hopefully that doesn't mean it's gonna rain. It just means it's gonna be, you know, cool and overcast, but we'll find out. Somebody must have come through here recently. They left an Oreo. Well, I'm on this rock. I think the best from here would be to jump onto those and then across, but it does not look fun. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get wet feet. There's no other good places to cross with all this water. Oh well. There are a fair number of these downed trees, and you can tell it's relatively recent since the needles are still green and all attached. And all the storms have probably knocked a few of these trees over. Means people have started to reroute the trail. This is definitely not the official trail, but it will become that if the Park Service doesn't bring a saw in to take care of some of these. I can tell I'm almost at the point where I'm going to turn off the trail. There's a big opening over there where there's a canyon coming down, and I want to go up that a little ways and then find the fence line and head up the ridge. Finally, a bridge across the stream. Time to cross. I've had to cross this stream a couple times, but this one I can just about step across most places, so it's not nearly as bad as Chalone Creek was. I think this one's just a tributary. But, I don't know, another quarter mile, half mile, something like that, and then I'll start going up the hill. So I want to get up on that spur there. This is, I think, going to be the hardest route finding part, is finding the least brushy way to get up there. I didn't see any particularly good routes on the satellite view, so it'll be an adventure. My best guess for the route is to go just over where those trees are. Unless one of these scars look, none of them look particularly pleasant. I think I'll just go around. Maybe coming down, we'll see how it looks. Down is always easier through dense brush. I think this fence goes up the ridge I want. Well, at the base of the climb, done about 4.5 miles out of 7, so I got about 2.5 to go, and I've probably only done about 20% of that work. This is steep uphill, as you can probably tell by my labored breathing. It was bound to come sooner or later. And this is the valley I walked up. Came from that way, and then up to the fence. And I don't know if I can see the peak yet or not. I think that one is the summit I'm going to. But on the other side, you can see these are the high peaks, and that pointy one is North Chalone. Well, I made it to the ridge. I just gotta cross the fence and keep going. I think I'll use these wooden things here to get over, so I don't have to try and crawl and climb and whatnot. There's a lot more brush on this ridge than I was expecting. What are you gonna do? We're gonna go down, up this ridge, turn, go up there, and then follow the ridge around to the summit there. I'll use that tree to hold my antenna up if there's not any bushes. I guess this is the high point of something, but there's no logs or anything in that little pile. We will continue that way on the ridge, over those two bumps, and then to the summit. North and South Chalone with Hawkins Peak in front. This is very unexpected. Just the gate. Some rusted barbed wire fence. I think this is the last steep climb. And it's just a little bit of traverse to the left up to the summit. This is it. Final little climb. Well, made it to the summit. There's Hawkins Peak and North and South Chalone there. It is overcast, a little breezy, but it should be a good activation. There's even a fence I can jam my antenna onto. It's rain. Well, it was a good activation while it lasted. It started sprinkling when I got onto 30 meters after 20. And I worked a little and then didn't seem to be letting up. So I stood up and I could see a lot more rain coming this way. So I decided to just QRT, pack up. I'm not really prepared to sit in the rain and then bushwhack for 7 miles. So, yeah, what are you gonna do? At least I made more contacts than last time I came up here. But I'm sure there'll be another visit at some point. Well, that may have just been a single passing shower. But I'm too far to turn around. Also, it's not very fun to sit on a summit in the rain. So, would have liked to spend more time up there, but I'm not upset. I think I made the right choice. Just gotta be careful not to drop too far off the ridge. It got pretty muggy for a couple minutes there after the rain blew out, but that nice cool air is back. Hopefully I got some good footage of the bushwhacking section. It's always a lot harder to film with just a camera. Nearly missed that turn behind me. Luckily, I looked at my handy dandy watch map and I only had to backtrack a couple feet instead of uphill and back. Gotta pay attention when you're not on a marked trail. Love this view of Hawkins and the Chalone peaks. Not too many people in Pinnacles ever get this view. Most aren't crazy enough to do this sort of bushwhacking. Lucky for you, dear viewer, I am crazy enough, and I'm videoing it. Well, I jumped over the fence there again. Now it's a 500-foot descent or so down to that canyon there. Then over and out. Last views of the high peaks and Chalones. Just gotta try not to slip, since this is a little bit steep. Say goodbye to Harris Benchmark. Soon you'll be invisible through all this coastal scrub. Chaparral. The stream I followed up is behind me, but my theory is that the main stream, which should be just down here, will be a little less brushy, easier to follow. So a little bit of a gamble, but I'm feeling good, so worst comes to worst, I'll just backtrack and go out the way I came up. Part of the fun of bushwhacking. Well, this clearing is pretty nice. Hopefully down by the river it's not quite so brushy. Love these little meadows in the spring. This is not only very pretty, it's also none of that horrible bushwhacking that I had on the route I took up. And this is where I went astray on the way up. There's a very subtle stream junction right there, and if you go that way, there's a lot of terrible brush, and if you stay to the left, it's a lot nicer. Made it back to the North Wilderness Trail. We'll use that log as a bridge again, since it worked so well last time. Not gonna be any footage of me walking over it, because I don't want to fall and get hurt, since it is kind of high off the water. Time to cross over to the trail again. I'm back on the North Wilderness Trail. There's a lot more bushwhacking than I expected. I thought once I got up on the ridge it would be fairly clear, jeep trails or fire breaks, whatever. There were a lot of sections that it was, dense enough I had to work at pushing through. The way up, I started following a little tributary of the stream in the canyon, and that went through some pretty deep brush, or pretty thick brush. The way back, I followed the fence over to the main stream, and that was much, much better. So if you go this way, make sure you follow the main stream, which is farther left, all the way up to the fence, and you'll avoid some nasty bushwhacking. Poppies have opened up a bit. Big rock. I think I've done all the tricky water crossings, so that's a relief. Should be easy crossings and bridges from here on out. Back on the main trail, I think it's the Balconies Cave Trail, and the sign said it's about a mile back to the trailhead. So should be a quick mile, since this trail is really nice. So many shades of green in the spring. A lot more people on this part of the trail. Not surprising. Solitude was nice while it lasted.